Got Kabata I got Tazaba, got Kakamai got Karanyala, got Yarakabar, Travis Issachar, bring out Gobble War. Couple young men in this bitch with an out of order. If you ain't in these ranks, then you out of order. It's a time for everything right now, it's time for war. And I'm still the same nigga when I'm not recording. I pull up, shoot from half like I'm Michael Jordan. I don't think they fit to join the Lord's army. I survived a Christian church, moral of the story. I done beat so many demons, I got war stories. Garment look so hardcore, look like I morphed on him. Appetite for battle, yeah, I'm war hungry. I ain't choose this life, the Lord chose me. I'm a certified priest and I don't take that lightly. How I feel about this shit, yeah, I can't describe it. I know they mad at me, cause I can't trust the white man. I gird up my loins and did something mighty. Yeah, what's done in private, it's gonna come to light. Speak the truth into these bones and watch them come to life. All my friends are dead, let loose all the plagues.
White man, a goddamn devil, man. The way he done our people, man, is unhuman, man. And the wicked don't stop, trying to adopt, but this shit don't stop. Praying that they fall, wanna see them all fall, not one, not two, wanna see them all fall, that they do not rise. How can she be when he does your little ones? See, I know things they don't want you to know. Act like we ain't never told you before. Devil on the earth, there was murder that he wrote. Don't worry about it, brother, he gon' reap what he sowed. Don't worry about it, sis, he gon' get it for the low. I wanna see him dead for a nigga, gotta go. Fucking with a nation, he don't wanna let go. And also, he don't wanna see us grow. Hang us in the trees, then watch bodies rot. Put us in a fire, man, it gotta be hot. Put us in a cell, man, it gotta be hell. Do you know how it feels when you can't fight back? Weak ass cops don't know about Jack. No, they really wanna see a little weak nigga. But I'm black, all black on my feet, nigga. Martin Luther King had a dream, nigga. No matter what it seems, we ain't free, nigga. I would never join hands with my enemies, knowing that the crackers trying to get rid of me. Ain't no cracker really ever did shit for us. Only give back what they took from us. I only want blood, I don't want your love, cause I get enough from the most high above. Can't take it back, too late for that. Don't cry now, too mad for that. Crackers gon' die, I'ma drink to that, yeah.
Where the soldiers at?
Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome again to another episode of The Breakdown, you know what I mean, with Captain of 13,000, Captain Nayatak from out of North Carolina, Durham, you understand? Officer Kayadwan from Jamaica.
Shalom.
Shalom, sir. Yawashemir Shabakatha. So, you know what I mean, tonight, we are going to do what we always do. We are going to break down, you know what I mean, the situations that affect the children of Israel, you understand, which is Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. You understand? And tonight we have a story, you know what I mean, which it's, you know what I mean, it's a very sad story. Venezuela to invade Guyana, you understand? And we're also going to break down, you know what I mean, how Haile Selassie and Marcus Garvey were never friends, you know what
That's
I mean?
right.
The Rastafari community, them treat Marcus Garvey as if he's the prophet of Rastafariism. So we're going to break that, you know what I mean? So without further ado, you know what I mean, let's get straight into it.
Yeah, man. So the first thing we're gonna look at is the Venezuela and Guyana issue, right? And me and my brothers and sisters, what we gotta pay attention to is this, man. All right, the so-called oppressor, he been in charge on the earth. Give me where it says where it says he something about the wicked with the wicked. It speaks about who is in rulership.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yes. Yeah, give me that. All right. Once we understand this, and then take me to where it says where it speaks about when the earth is in turmoil, the people mourn.
Kind of one can.
You understand? Let's go, let's go there to to them two scriptures. Yes,
Kind
Job 9
of
and 24. Go ahead.
Kind of one can. This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. And it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
You understand? And these were blacks and Hispanics. These are what we're gonna have to understand. You think that that this earth going back into that the peace and loving everybody getting along, that is not going to happen. Why? Read it.
Kind of one can. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Kind of
You
one can.
understand? You want to know why there's so much wars, so much rumors of wars? Is because the earth is in the hands of a wicked people.
That's right.
You understand? Your oppressors across here in the west, they're wicked. The oppressors in the east, they're wicked.
Kind of
You
one can.
understand? Around the earth. You understand? Because he is in charge. Now, once you understand that, it's the first step into be freeing your mind.
Kind of one
You
can.
understand? It's the first step for freeing your mind. Right? Read on.
Kind of one can. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right. What you need a judge for? What you need a judge for? Come on.
So like you, sir, you need a judge to, make sure that justice is done. You understand?
Yes.
Leader.
Yes.
Kind of one
You need
can.
a job where justice can be, can be given correctly, righteously. But
Right.
what did he do? He covered the faces of the judges. And who's the faces of the judges? Why did he paint Christ that color? Why did he paint Christ white? Why did he
Right.
paint the disciples and them in the Last Supper? That picture of the Last Supper. Why did he paint them brothers white? Why paint the angels white?
Right.
When you can clearly go and open the Bible and see that the angel was not white. Christ was not white. You understand? The disciples were not white.
Kind of one
The
can.
Jews are not white. You clearly go and see it in the Bible. It's in the Bible. All right? But because this earth is given into the hands of the wicked, it's because we have to come here and sit down and speak about stories where brothers are basically going to fight against each other. Asher going against Benjamin. You understand? Right? But that guy, you understand? Which lets you know what? He did the same thing with who? With the so-called Native Indians across South America. He did the same thing with the Native Indians on Caribbean island. Had them fight and kill each other. And then all he come and do is just put them on reservations.
Kind of one can.
You understand? And here we're going to read about another story right now where he's in the middle of everything. He causing all the problems and just stepping back and looking. And then picking a side.
Mm-hmm.
The side that's more convenient to him. The side that will, that will give in to him. All right? Go ahead.
Salakia, sir, no mean to cut you off, but
No, man,
and it's sad to say that he's the one behind it, and when it comes to situations like this, we look to him for help when he's the one behind it. You understand? In the case of Guyana right now, seeking the US to help them from their brothers in Venezuela. You know what I mean?
And that's how he goes.
Right?
Now read on.
Slaki, I jump to the article or
no. Finish this right here. Because it's going to ask a question. Because black people, they're going to ask us, well, is all oppressors, are they all bad? Are they all wicked?
God.
You understand? Read on.
If not, where and who is he?
You understand? If not, where and who is he?
Can one can.
If he ain't the wicked, and where is the wicked man at? Who's causing all these wars on the earth right now?
Right.
Any war you look to, you dig deep, you go into it, the problem is the oppressor. He's the problem. He's
Right.
like a cancer that you have to get rid of. Like plenty people want peace on the earth, thinking that putting legislation in place where you can't where they want to get rid of nuclear weapons. They want to get rid of this weapon. You want to get rid of this. You understand? When the real problem is we're gonna have to have some oppressor control. We're gonna
Right.
have to be in control of the oppressor, and then there will be peace. But that will happen when Christ returns with them 200 million angels. You understand? That's when peace. Peace is only going to come about by war. You
Right.
understand? That's how it's going to come about. It don't come about by, by trying to put legislation in place. This man does not go the oppressor. He doesn't go by legislation. Go ask the Native Indians how many treaties he made with the so-called oppressor. Go ask them, and you'll see. Where they sat down around a table, you understand? Yesterday they celebrated what? So-called Thanksgiving. You understand? Where it had to deal with the Native Indians. Right? The Native Indians invited this man in. And guess what happened? He turned around and did what? Slaughtered them on Thanksgiving. You understand? So the problem is not the guns. The problem is not the nuclear weapon. The problem is the oppressor. He is the problem. You understand? He is the defining factor in all your wars, all your turmoil on the earth. Because the Bible just say what? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Right? Now take me to the one where it talks about if there's
Proverbs
no,
chapter.
Hold this and let's get somebody's story. You have somebody's story? Let's get what the president and the prime minister are trying to say, and then we'll read a little bit of the article. So we'll go back and forth.
We are confident that the governments of Venezuela and Guyana would know that CARICOM's position that our region must be and remain a zone of peace is the best position for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing new here. As a matter of fact, we need not and must not deviate from what exists, which is the principal position that our region must remain a zone of peace. And all 30 must be colored by that principle.
You're saying something?
Guyana knows that it has.
Exactly. I was talking to the people on TikTok, letting them know what
this matter
is about.
Okay. Venezuela knows that CARICOM supports Guyana on this matter. So let us not overreact or overreach. It's like a nuclear reaction. Once it gets started, you could lose control of it. The last thing we want is for us not to be in a period of peace and a zone of peace. I don't have a crystal ball, but things, especially where diplomatic matters are concerned and that nature, I have no forecast to make as to how it will go. But I could tell you what I would not like to see. I would not like to see the relationship.
You can pause it there now.
Guyana.
Right? So now he's saying what? That he wants the peace on that land. You know what I mean? In the Caribbean. He would like to have peace. He's saying that what? The Caribbean stands with who? With Guyana. Right? He already picking his side.
Picking his side,
You understand? He already picking his side. Why? Because the oppressor, which is America, is behind CARICOM.
Right.
You understand? They're behind CARICOM. That's why if the oppressor, which is America, say you can't sell no oil to such and such to a country, they're going to listen.
Right.
Right? Now, play the video, get a video of where Hugo Chavez, where he ceded the land to so-called Guyana. All right. And now this whole dispute over land, this comes from your oppressor. You understand? This whole dispute. Because he went and did what? He's the one that went and divided up these lands and say what is what. He's the one that left the confusion behind for these two countries, for these two families to pick and fight over land. You understand? Like who cares? In the kingdom, who cares who land it is? We're gonna share, we all gonna eat.
Right.
But because the oppressor come and say, you Venezuelan, you Guyana, now you don't see yourself as being brothers and sisters.
Right.
You see yourself as a different nationality. Right? Venezuelan is not a nationality. You're from the tribe of Asher, according to the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? You Ghana, you from the tribe of Benjamin, according to the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? Which is what? Brothers and sisters. Right. But because of land, because of the oppressor, and because of his dealing in it, now we're going to try to fight against each other. But let's hear what Hugo Chavez had to say.
Can.
Of a region known as Essequibo, which starts at the Venezuelan border and extends to the This is 1% of all of Guyana. In 2004, Hugo Chavez resolved the issue, stating during a state visit to Georgetown, the capital of Guyana, that Venezuela definitively waived its territorial claims over the...
Right, so you're clearly seeing that he said that what? Hugo Chavez did what? He resolved the matter. It was done. Buried. You understand? And why? Because at this time, Venezuela was, coming up in society, prosperous nation. Because they had oil. I think they say Venezuela had the second richest crude oil in the world. You understand? That's most sorted after. Right? That's why they wanted to take the country from Maduro and give it to Guaido. You understand? This whole thing with trying to split Venezuela is oil.
Right.
Right? And the oppressor, he good at splitting you. He good at it. He has years of experience of splitting blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians up. Years of experience. All right. So Hugo Chavez already resolved it. Let's go play it.
The Essequibo territory. However, in 2013, after Chavez's death and Nicolas Maduro's rise to power in Venezuela, large deposits of oil and natural gas were discovered off the coast of Guyana, specifically off the coast of the Essequibo territory. These significant reserves, coupled with the
Right. Now, why is there a fight over oil and gold? Why? One is black gold, the other one is gold. You understand? Why there's a fight? Because that's what the oppressor puts as as a on top of the mineral list, basically. Right. You need gold for almost everything. You need gold for all them equipment they're sending out in space. You understand? Plus, the gold is used to back up your currency, basically. You understand? Certain currencies. Then you have oil. Everybody after oil. You understand? And that's because the oppressor, he puts certain things, certain values on minerals. These are the minerals that he put value on. So guess what? Now, too hungry dog gonna have to fight. Because Guyana, what's their GDP? What's their situation with their finances? You understand? So they need the money. Venezuela for sure need the money. So now they're hungry. So what's going to happen when you're doing two hungry dog? See food. You understand? Oil and gold. See food. They're going to fight. They're going to try to fight. And now here comes the oppressor. Here comes master to try and tell us how to deal with our situation.
Right.
When Hugo Chavez already was dealt with it.
Ghana one can.
You understand? He dealt with it already. Right? All right. So play a little more of it, and then we'll go to the article.
Ghana one can.
Discovery of even more gold mines in Essequibo fueled Maduro's greed, causing him to ignore the statements made by Hugo Chavez in 2004 and to once again demand ownership of the entire Essequibo territory. In the last 4 years,
Right, and pause it.
Maduro's territorial
And
claims have been dormant,
pause it there also
surging
too.
with renewed.
Maduro only doing this because he knows his military could, take
Yeah.
Guyana more
Yeah.
likely. Yes,
He
and
sees
Caribbean
Guyana
countries, yes,
Okay.
as a walk in the
Ghana.
park. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And that's him being a bully. You
Ghana
understand?
one
He's
can.
gonna look like a bully. So now he's gonna try to follow it the so-called oppressor way. By doing
Yeah.
what?
By
Read the
annexing.
article now.
Ghana one
Yeah,
can.
but read the article now.
Ghana one can. This article says, this is the Rota, says Venezuela set referendum date and territory dispute with Guyana.
So now he taking it to his parliament. You understand? To his Senate or whatever, however they do it. Right? So now they're going to discuss how they're going to go about doing this. How they're going to go about stealing this land back from the so-called Guyanese. You understand? It's a done deal. Let's let it go, man.
Right.
Because they're going to go get what? Oil and gold, and who going to buy it from you? Let the Guyanese and them have it. You all had your day. Let them have it. You know what I mean? Or you all share it. Find a way to share it.
Right.
Find a way to share the resources. Find a way. There must be a way to share it. Maybe half your people get employed, half their people get employed, split it down the middle. Share it. You understand? But nah, they want to go and take the whole thing back. No, the law not in that. No, read on.
Ghana one can. It says Caracas, October 20th. Reuters. Venezuelans will vote on December the 3rd in a referendum on the rights over a potentially oil-rich territory in dispute with its neighbor Guyana, authorities said on Friday.
Right? And Asha thinks he could go to military and do something. But what Asha don't understand, and that's why, people in these positions, we always say you need a priest that you could turn to ask questions. You understand?
Right.
You need a priest in your corner, Maduro. You need a ICPK priest in your corner.
That's right.
You understand? Same thing with Ghana. You understand? But I think the Ghanaian president is might be I think he's
Probably Elamite. Probably
Elamite.
Ghana one
Yeah.
can.
I mean, this is more so for Venezuela. You understand?
Right.
So we could sit down and tell you, you're going to do this. Do you know the Bible says the so-called oppressor is blessed with the sword?
Right.
You understand? He'll have a ship sit right outside. This is what he was waiting on long time for an excuse to come and invade your country. You fool.
Right.
You understand? Sit right outside the country and launch a ton of rockets that you can't defend because he makes sure you're weak. You think all the Caribbean countries weak by mistake? You think all the Caribbean countries don't have a standing, what you would call a standing full-out military by mistake? No, it ain't by mistake. It's by design.
Right.
You understand? Because we have a so-called oppressor over us, and he thinks like a hunter. You understand? While you thinking like a man who just wants to make it home, he not trying to make it home. He's trying to conquer the earth. And if that means putting his wife, you know what I mean, life in jeopardy, his sons and daughters' life in jeopardy, he's going to do it to attain his goal.
Right.
You all better know the type of animal you're dealing with, man. Maduro. You understand? Any more on that?
Let me just read a little more and then move on, sir. It says both countries have been involved in a long-running dispute over their borders. In April, the International Court of Justice, ICJ, ruled that it had jurisdiction over the issue. The vote has been described by critics as a way for the ruling party to measure its strength ahead of planned actions next year and to encourage the International Court to give its full right over the dispute. Venezuela protested an oil tender announced by Guyana in September, arguing that the offshore area are subject to dispute and the companies award the field will not have the right to explore them. The approximate 160,000 square kilometers under dispute along the country's border is most impenetrable jungle and known as Essequibo Slovakia region.
Does it?
It constitutes over 2/3 of Guyana total landmass. Slovakia.
You understand?
Can.
That's a lot, Ak.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Can.
Yeah. Like that small piece actually bigger than the land they're on.
Yeah.
You understand? And Hugo Chavez saw it and was willing to work with them. Right? Was willing to work with them. And did what he had to do. I mean, Venezuela still have oil, but there are sanctions on the head.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he could go play with fire if he want. You know what I mean? The Lord ain't going to be with him on that. Maduro, if you're listening, the Lord ain't going to be with you on that one. You know what I mean? You might as well just leave that alone or find a way to work with you know what I mean, with Guyana on that one. It's done. You know what I mean? Now give me the last scripture you're holding there, and then we'll move on to Selassie and Marcus Garvey.
Selassie, sir, if I may, before we move on, and it's America who, you know what I mean, basically destroyed Venezuela's economy, now putting them in this state that now they're seeking to attack them brothers, you know? Like
yeah, that's what I say.
Go
ahead. No, go ahead. Finish what you're going to say.
So, Selassie, sir, just to say, it leads to this next scripture we're about to read. You know what I mean, Selassie, sir.
Yeah, and as I said, it's almost to the point where, and this is how the Lord, this is what the Lord rather you do. You know what I mean? Like, think about brothers and sisters who poor in your community, right?
Right.
What do some of them say when it comes to getting money? What do some of them do to get money? They might want to do what? Sell drugs.
Kind of want scamming.
Scam. Or some will go and work. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Well, the Lord wants to see you in that position and choose to do the right thing nonetheless. And the oppressor, he knows, he puts you in a situation where it's a thin line where it's either you had to go be a criminal or what? Suffer.
A slave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, You understand what I'm saying? And now you had to choose based on your teachings, and that's where the priest supposed to come in. You understand? Your priest supposed to be like, nah, don't do that. We don't sell that poison to your people. Don't do that. There's other ways. We're gonna have to bind in this together. What? You're selling this because your daughter need food? Nah, brother, don't do that. We will come together. Look, take this, go feed your kid. You understand what I'm saying? But now take a whole entire country that is looking to you, millions of people looking to you to feed them because I put you in power. Now, what are you going to do? You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like the only option on the board right now, because of how the country is being run, is basically to go invade. You understand? Because what you going to do? You're hungry. And Esau know you're hungry. Esau know your people starving. Your people leaving Venezuela and ending up on the border in America, on the border, which means they are fleeing their country because their country is in chaos. Amount of Venezuelan are crossing what? In Trinidad. You understand?
In Chile. Gone to Chile, all over South America as well. So like, yes, sir.
Yes, because the country is in turmoil. And he is seeing this is a way that he can now feed his country, get back some type of control. And Esau knows it. The oppressor knows it. And with him, he puts you in a situation and he just gives you what? He just buy time. He just buy time. You understand? It's the same thing like I would say like Buju Banton. Am I Buju? When people say they prefer Gargamel and Buju, you know, people say they prefer Gargamel and Buju. Why? Because Buju end up doing what? Changing his stance on many things after he came out of jail. Why? Because they put a press on him. And when they put a press on him, it's just a matter of time. When he came out, before he did a concert, they make him sign a document. I don't know if you remember that. He had to sign some document saying that he was not going to sing that song or perform that song anywhere.
I think them forced him to take it off his catalog as well.
You understand?
And
he had to do it because he had to eat. That's his way of surviving. His way of surviving is singing. So now you stop a man from feeding himself like that, you basically forcing him to do what? You coercing him into signing that document. He ain't signing that document on his free will. He's coercing to do it. But at the same time, the Lord wants to see you rip that document up and stay poor. And now, what you're going to have to do after that is now depend on your brothers. What we're going to have to do is now depend on each other. You understand? And because of the UPK, that spirit is coming back. That spirit of, I could depend on my brother if I make a righteous decision. Or you contemplating on making a decision, guess what? You have a priest or somebody to report to that you can pick the phone up and say, yo, Slack, yes, sir. This went on at work. How should I go about doing it? Should I take this? Should I sign this? You understand? And now you make the right decision on it. So now people don't have to look at you as being, you know what I mean, you're a sellout. You understand? You don't look as two-faced. Why I think Buju is all up into the I think he in politics right now because of money. Money. I thought you was a Rasta. Thought you was a Bobo. Thought you had a turban on your head. You understand what I'm saying? Like money, like the oppressor knows these things. Like he put you in a corner. Before you know it, you boxed in a corner. And you have no fight in you. No fight. Why? Because you ain't want to depend on this brotherhood. You understand?
Cancer.
All right. Go on. You can read this down for them.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
The
But
people what?
the people rejoice.
The people rejoice. When righteous people is in authority, people rejoice. Look at what's going on the earth today. Look at what we're reading about right now that's about to happen in the Caribbean. You understand? It's sounding like, you know what I mean, that is going to be on and popping in a few months in the Caribbean. That what it's sounding like. Read on.
But when the wicked bear it rule, the people mourn.
The people what?
The people mourn.
The people mourn.
And
what is this to be in mourning?
To be, you know what I mean, to be oppressed, to be downtrodden, to have, you know what I mean, sorrow, to be sorrowful.
Yes. You're sad. You're sad, Ak. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and the Lord put this in the Bible for a reason, to let you know what's taking place right in front of your eyes. Because you'll go to church, and guess what your preacher will tell you? He gonna tell you to pray for Ukraine, pray for Russia, pray for Israel, pray for everybody. But he will not tell you that these people are the wicked on the earth. That's why the earth is in mourning. You understand? That's why the earth is in mourning. Right? Give me last one. Give me Exodus, I believe. Hold on.
Salakia, sir, if I may, I appreciate.
Go ahead.
Second
go ahead.
Ezra. Salakia, sir, second Ezra 15 and 16, concerning, you know what I mean, Venezuela seeking to invade Guyana. You know what I mean? No different from what they said Russia did. Probably thinking that, well, what Russia did, because them and Russia are allies. You know what I mean?
Right.
Seeing Russia invade Ukraine, and it now go too bad for Russia. You understand?
Yes.
Thinking them can do the same thing, seeing that them have the military might to do so. You know what I mean? Which is a Bible prophecy. You know what I mean? And this is a World War III, and you know what I mean? This is what the Bible says that would happen. You understand?
Yes.
This is second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16, and it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. You understand?
That's it.
So like yes, sir. You know what I mean? Just did want to bring that up.
Yeah, man, and that's it. I think we can move on with that one. That's a good one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like the what's going on right now, brother? This earth is going into, you know what I mean, into basically war. Right. And if you're going to church and a preacher telling you everything gonna be okay, it's not. We're here to tell you it is not going to be okay. There's going to be a ton of bloodshed on this earth. Why? So that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians could actually be free from this oppressor, from this wicked man that is over us, and making us look like we the problem on the earth when he is the problem on the earth.
Right.
You understand? Not the guns, not the bombs that he make. The bombs and the guns are in the wrong hands. You understand? They're in the wrong hands. The wrong people have might in this place. The wrong. That's why it's in the way it is. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going to stop, you know what I mean, going to stop Venezuela from doing what they're going to do. But it got to be America. Because they're in a tough situation. Very tough situation. Come on.
They are currently seeking military help from America right now. I think one
Guyana,
story,
right?
Ghana one cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I think one story said that America is planning to send some amount of troops down there or some assistance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because America looking for a reason to go in. And
Right.
they've been looking for a reason to go in. They try to get Trinidad to do, I forget what they try to get Trinidad to do. Either to stop, I forget what they try to get them to do. Yeah, I mean, they try to drive a wedge between us and Venezuela. And the prime minister wasn't having it. You understand? For Trinidad wasn't having it. And now they constantly seeking for a way in. And that's like Satan. Satan
Yeah.
constantly looking for a way in to get you to do something. So
Yeah.
now he can point finger at you and say, see, he ain't worth, dog doodle. He ain't worth nothing. You understand? And that's the oppressor.
Ghana one can.
He is, as the Bible said, the devil the Bible speaks of. And now you get deceived into thinking you actually have opportunity. You in your mind, you actually thinking you have opportunity when he just waiting for you to pull that trigger. And it's gonna be on and popping. Yeah. Come on.
Ghana one cancer. All right.
So that was it on that, right? So now we moving, we shifting gears.
Ghana one cancer. All
Come
right.
on.
So we have an article here that basically discloses the truth. You understand that many Rastafarians don't know. See?
Mm-hmm.
Here in Jamaica, sir, the Rastafari community is heavy here in Jamaica. And
Yeah.
one of their, you know what I mean, teaching is that Marcus Garvey is the prophet of Rastafariism. At least the established Rastafarian camps believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But little do they know, or many of us here in Jamaica don't know, that Marcus Garvey and Selassie were not friends.
Wow.
You understand? As a matter of fact, Marcus Garvey taught very little of Haile Selassie.
Right. And Haile Selassie, he was not brother. Right? Yeah, he was a so-called Ethiopian.
Ethiopian,
Yeah, I mean,
he
to be specific of the type of African he was. He was from Ethiopia.
Can.
You understand? And what does the Bible say about Ethiopia? Give me Zephaniah 2:11.
Can.
Right, and just to get that out of the way.
Right.
To show you how the Lord thinks about them. Let's see what the Lord thinks about Ethiopia. You know what I mean? And why these Rastas want to sing about, Addis Ababa and saying that's our homeland. That's not our homeland. That has never been our homeland. That's the Ethiopians' homeland, not ours. You understand? Our homeland is Jerusalem. I mean, you'll get that too. You find that one for me?
Can. Zephaniah 2:12. Salakia, sir. Can. It says, ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword.
You understand? That's the Lord right there. Why? Because of how they dealt with us, how these so-called Africans dealt with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We the real Israelites are the Bible. You understand? We the real Israelites are the Bible. And the Lord leaving this in here to let you know that he was going to do what? Put these Ethiopians to the sword.
Right.
You understand? The Lord does not love Ethiopia and Ethiopians. You understand? According to the Bible. Now let's see what's the motherland. Let's see what this Baba is the motherland. Read.
Can. This is Galatians chapter 4:26, and it says, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
You understand? Jerusalem. We from Jerusalem. We actually Middle Eastern. But they ain't gonna tell you that. What they want to tell you is we come from Africa. When the only reason why we came from Africa is because they ran us into Africa from Jerusalem. They ran us out of Jerusalem, the Romans. right? And we ran into Africa to hide amongst the so-called Africans. And these Africans round us up along with the so-called Jewish man who insured the boats, along with the Arabs who built the boats, and then the oppressor, the Englishman, the Americans who came and got us and put us into chattel slavery, into real hard labor slavery. You understand? And that's it.
And to add to your point, go ahead.
Come on. No, go ahead.
And to add to your point, this is not far-fetched, because today we see the Palestinians fleeing to other places because they are being invaded. You understand?
Yes, correct.
And you're seeing with the Ukrainians as well fleeing to Poland. You understand? This was the case when Jerusalem got invaded. We fled into Africa. You understand? And this is history. You understand? So not because we should not be so, shallow-minded when it comes to our history here in Jamaica. You understand? Not because they took us from Africa means that we are Africans. You understand?
No, that's right. All right. And look up and see where the name Africa come from. Let's look it up because and that's the thing with black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We allow our oppressor to give us a name instead of us, actually going and do a research. Just go research the name African. You want to say you African? Well, explain this to me if you're African. You get it?
1 second, sir.
Go ahead.
This says the origin of the name Africa has been debated forever, but it is a misconception that the continent was Slovakia. This might not be it. Give me 1 second, sir.
No, but that is the man, Leo Scipio Africanus. Yes, that is it. I don't whatever they're trying to say. They're trying to cover up the tracks because it's coming out. Africa was named after that Roman general. Yeah, that's who it was named after. Africanus.
Yeah.
So now you naming yourself after oppressor. And this is your whole thing. When you go ask a real African, are you African? He's going to tell you what? No, I'm not. I'm Senegalese. I'm Nigerian. I'm this, I'm that. But you, when it comes to you, your entire continent, that's your nationality. That's where you from? That's your people, a continent? No. You know what I mean? No. We could have a debate on it from now till Christ come back. I'm gonna win every time. You understand? I'm gonna win you every time. Why? Because I don't just take the oppressor word for it. I go do some research. You understand? Before I go into any type of religion, I got to do some research. Just do some research. You want to become a Rasta? Do some research. See where Rastafarian come from. Ask the hard questions.
Right.
You understand? Why do I have to grow a dreadlocks? Now they start getting smart and saying you don't have to have a dread to be a Rasta.
Be a Rasta, can.
Now it could be a bald head and still be a Rasta. You understand? That's because your doctrine changing. Unlike the Bible been around for thousands of years and ain't nothing changed. Guess who changing? Man changing. Religion will change. You understand? The Bible has nothing to do with religion. The Bible is a book of rules, way of life for a certain people.
Right.
You understand? It had nothing to do with religion, but man went and created religion. Right? Get our synchronism and gave for them.
Right?
Syncretism.
The amalgamation or attempted amalgamation of different religions.
No, different religions and what?
cultures or schools of thought.
No, with that, you want to play the video for them?
Kind of one concert.
Or you want to read a little bit of this article first?
Let me play the video first and then come back to the article, sir.
Okay.
Kind of one can.
Come on.
Talk to you about dreadlocks and where they
No,
originated.
no, we have this is a East Indian woman, a Elamite in the Bible, and now she is going to basically tell you where Rastafari and where the dreadlocks everything come from.
Right.
And let's see if this is syncretism. Sorry. All right. Come on.
Spiritual significance of dreadlocks, or as in India, as they call them, Shiva Jattas. So dreadlocks actually originated in India. You know, Shiva is the first being ever to
Right now,
wear
pause it.
dreadlocks.
And that's to show you that, you know what I mean, that it was taken from them. Right? They call it what? Shiva Jettas. Black, being a so-called Negro in the Caribbean, you ain't gonna say you're Shiva Jettas, because somebody be watching like you know East Indian. So what we call it, dreadlocks. You understand? We make it look stylish. But if you really look at them real dreadlocks across there, oh, it's dirty,
right?
It's filthy. You understand? And dreadlocks is, you know what I mean, it's a filthy hairstyle.
Right.
Because if you do, you know what I mean, leave hair like grow without washing it and taking care of it, it's going to build up a ton of what? Dirt.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you cut it, your hair, it's going to be, you know what I mean, is bugs might be in your hair. Because it's dirty.
Right.
All right, come on. You can play it.
And, you know, out in the West, a lot of people, when they see dreadlocks, they think of Jamaicans, they think of the country Jamaica, or they think of, you know, the music icon Bob Marley. But even though Bob Marley made dreadlocks really, really popular, he
you understand? And that's
made dreadlocks
and that's one thing with us. Like whatever we put our hand on, it could be evil. We make it popular. We make it turn it into a style. You know what I mean? Now you had these men with these dreadlocks and singing these tunes that's, you know what I mean, out of this world. You know what I mean? You ever hear Ethiopian sing?
Well, yeah, but
it's
it's
horrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Ain't no Columbia Records gonna sign an Ethiopian. Straight up. You understand? Ain't no what is Def Jam? Give me some more. What's some more record companies on there on your island?
What I call it now? What's that one? So there's one that owned by the Chinese that signs some of the biggest artists. I'm forgetting his name right now, sir. But that doesn't sign any East Indian, sir. So
even Bob Marley. I think Bob Marley have your own record. The men had their own recording studio. Why did I go get Ethiopian? I was singing a ton of songs to Ethiopia. Go get Ethiopian.
Right.
Ain't no Ethiopian doing nothing.
Right.
You have dreadlocks that come from the East Indian. Go get East Indian. You have East Indian on any record? Any East Indian on some record label singing reggae or dancehall or you know what I mean, whatever to promote the lifestyle? No. You understand? But we do it. We set it. You know what I mean? We set the trend.
Right.
You know what I mean? We make things song hot, look hot, and everybody want to do it. Everybody want to try it. Cartel and I believe, who it is sing about straight jeans and fitted? I think it's Cartel and other white boy.
Cartel. Russian.
Yeah. But Cartel make a man want to go porn, you know what I mean? A Clarks.
Right.
What about the other brother too? I forget the young brother.
Popcorn.
Not Popcorn, is another young brother too. Javincio, one of them men who sing about No, who sing about Clarks too?
Javelani.
Yeah, who talk?
Um,
To take a fresh Clark out of the fridge, and the
Clark.
mother had a, argue
Yeah,
with
yeah,
him.
yeah.
You
That
understand
one.
what I'm saying? Like nobody paid them to do that. Nobody paying them man to go to dreadlocks, but they making that look fashionable. They making that thing look good.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that attract other people to do it. Right? Now play a little more.
Icon for people to wear. The originator of dreadlocks, the trendsetter of dreadlocks, was definitely Shiva.
Yeah,
So
you
I actually
understand?
want to
Like
explain the
how
significance of.
I hear this, brother. I had dreadlocks. I fly my dread. You're gonna tell me Shiva is a trendsetter? I falling after who Shiva? No, my dread getting fly on set.
Right.
On set, it getting fly. Meaning I cutting it off.
Right.
I'm playing that. Ain't go on.
So like you, sir, if I may, you know what I mean? The way that
Give me 1 minute. Eh?
go ahead, sir. You know what I mean?
But no, you go ahead.
Salakia, sir, the way this became a Rastafarian culture was when Leonard Howell, who is the founder of Rastafarianism, saying he was in Clarendon associating with some of the East Indian indentured servants, or the descendants of the East Indian indentured servants who, you know what I mean, brought with them their culture, you understand, which was wearing of dreadlocks, well, dreads, because there's nothing lax about those dreads, you understand? And also the smoking of weed, because that is what they do in worshiping of Shiva, you understand? And Salakia, sir, on my slavery, there are a bunch of East Indians, and you know what I mean, next time I will get them on camera, Zane, but I asked them about their tradition, you understand, of worshiping Shiva, and they say, yeah, they wear them Shiva jitters, but because they are on the slavery right now, they have a trim and shave. Them no wear it on the slavery, but that is their culture. And also
Yeah.
smoking weed. Them confirm it. You understand?
Yes, and that's part of the worshiping Shiva. That whole marijuana, where they say they get high.
Cancer.
You know, go and let Shiva daughter tell them Rastas and them who they worshiping.
Of jatas and why we have them and their spiritual significance. So when we have jatas, right, and actually dreadlocks is in the agamas. They tell you exactly how many dreadlocks to have on your head, how long to wear them, and even to the point of where they said, like in the agamas, where it says that to even put 5 rudrakshas after you get your jatas. So actually, let me go into that. So in the agamas, it says that you can have like a number of jatas, starting with 5, 11, 13, 26, 28, 36, 50, and then 82. So those are the
No, pause
number
that.
amount. I actually got 50. And then the length.
I didn't know that. But now I understand why I see some of them men be wearing like 3 locks or 5 locks, or you know what I mean, them rastas and them that be tying their head up. It don't be like how hers, you know what I mean, how fine her one is. It be them big junk. You understand what I'm saying? Now I understand. And now they take all of that. Read that what is syncretism again for them? You're on mute.
Oh, Salakia, sir.
Yes, sir.
It says syncretism, the amalgamation or attempted amalgamation of different religions, cultures, or schools of thought.
You understand? So now, guess what? They're going to bring in Shiva Jettas. Then they're going to what? They're going to read the Bible.
Right.
So it's a ton of things they're bringing in to make up this Rastafarianism. This whole Rasta religion. You understand? It's
Okay.
made up. And nothing to do with the Bible. It had nothing to do with what you think it has to do with. You just want to make excuse to do what? Smoke weed and grow locks. That's all.
That's right. Can.
You mean you want to be a drug addict? You want to just sit back and smoke weed whole day.
Right.
You understand? While the so-called oppressor conquers the earth, while the so-called oppressor conquers Jamaica, taking all the Jamaican land, you in the hills, you are Bobo, you in the hills smoking a ton of weed,
Can.
losing every cell in your brain,
Right.
being all docile, anything goes. You understand? When we supposed to be trying to do what? Conquer the earth, but in a different way. We're supposed to be trying to come together as a people.
Right.
You understand? But you can't be wanting to be dabbling in all this religion stuff and expect that to bring us together. No, religion is meant to separate you. So
Right.
no, you are Rasta, but you're black, just like me and you.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see eye to eye because I here breaking your religion down and letting you know it is a waste of time. So now you got a beef with me when I trying to be a brother.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you you're worshiping Shiva or Shiva, as they say it. You understand? That's who you're worshiping. You ain't worshiping Selassie. Selassie don't give a damn about you. Selassie is Ethiopian. They call Selassie the conquering Lion of Judah. What did he conquer? He went and bowed to the Queen of England.
Can. I was good friends with her.
You understand? He went and bowed.
Can.
The person who bowed, that's the servant.
Can.
You give him that status, the conquering Lion of Judah, an African. When Judah is the long for what? For Jew, which means what? He was black. So you saying Christ come from that lineage? Hell no. Who Christ bowed to? Christ went up on that cross like a man, like a soldier. Christ didn't bow to no man. You understand? Come on.
Salakia, sir, if I may, they have this rumor going around that the Queen of England bowed to Haile Selassie and them pride themselves in that lie. But it's based off of a picture that was debunked that it was not the Queen of England, but some other, you know what I mean? Some rich person.
Yes, some other dignitary.
Yeah, you understand?
You know what I mean? Some other.
Go ahead, sir. Salaki.
Yeah, Salaki, some other dignitary, which the Queen more than likely say, just do it.
Can.
Who cares?
Right.
But I ain't doing it. But one of you all gonna have to go there and do that.
Can.
I don't know. I just suspecting the Queen ain't never bow. Selassie bow to her.
Can. There's picture of him bowing to her. Can.
Yeah. Better bow. You better get on his knees.
Can.
Come on, wait. You're gonna bring out something?
Yes, sir. This is it tells you about how Owell came about, you know what I mean, putting these customs in his religion.
Go ahead.
It says Owell's emergence in Clarendon took place at a time when many East Indians lived in parts.
Right, this where the Abadawan, the brother who over Jamaica, he from there.
From Clarendon, Can.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
And Slakia, if I may, sir, there's also a heavy presence of East Indians in Clarendon. Heavy.
Good.
Can. These are the descendants of the indentured servants, sir. You understand? Can. It says, it is therefore no surprise that as both Hill and Lee have pointed out, Owell made use of his exposure to Indian culture and the Hindi language. Salakia, I may have some more, sir.
So Howell, that's the dude who the claim as being one.
The founder.
As being who the founder of Rastafarianism.
Can.
Right, which explains why they have dreadlocks, which explain why they smoke weed.
One can.
All right, come on.
It continues by saying, use of Hindu visual symbolism in the promotion of the Rastafari movement has received attention from scholars, and the most recent work on this have been done by the late art historian Petrine Archer. In addition, the ritual use of marijuana and its association with Indians, which appear in the tradition of Sad Ada and Prasad, has been examined in other studies. You understand?
Now you understand where all that weed come from.
Like,
that's not our custom. That has never been blacks and Hispanics' custom to be smoking weed like that.
Right.
We don't do that. You know what I mean? As the Bible says, your body is the temple of the Lord. You defile your body when you go, you know what I mean, inhale and put that nasty smoke in your system.
Right.
You know what I mean? You think you seeing the Lord. No, you're not seeing the Lord. You dealing with Satan himself.
That's right.
You understand? Not the Lord. All right, come on. Anymore?
You know what I mean? Just to switch over to the Marcus Garvey situation, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It says the failure of Haile Selassie as emperor by Marcus Garvey.
Because Marcus Garvey, he actually loved black people. He actually loved the brothers in Jamaica.
Right.
I could clearly understand him because he actually tried to separate you from the so-called oppressor. He tried to. But the problem with Marcus Garvey is he tried to take us into another oppressive state, which is being under these so-called Africans. Like if he had got that right with knowing that we're not Africans, he would have been putting Jamaica and the Caribbean on the right path into separating and to dealing with one another. You understand what I'm saying? Because he clearly knows that this Ethiopian, this so-called African, did not love black people. All right, go on.
And Salakia, sir.
Come on.
When you look at the walls of, you know what I mean, here in Jamaica, there's always a painting of Haile Selassie and Marcus Garvey right beside. You understand? You know what I mean? To give you an indication that them have any kind of connection. When in reality, Marcus Garvey did not even respect Haile Selassie. I can continue to read the article, sir. See? It says, editorial by Marcus Garvey in The Black Man. A Black Man is his editorial in, you know what I mean, where he used to have, you know what I mean, London, March, April 1937. It says, the failure of Haile Selassie as emperor. When the fact of history are written, Haile Selassie of Abyssinia will go down as a great coward. This is the words of Marcus Garvey.
Go ahead.
Who ran away from his country to save his kin and left the millions of his countrymen to struggle through a terrible war that he brought upon them because of his political ignorance and his racial disloyalty.
Yeah, how you say it? Man, I laugh when you say it too. You say he's not the Lion of Judah, he's the what? The tiger, what?
The tiger of the tribe of Tigray. So
yeah. Yeah.
No lion.
Yeah, he ain't no lion, huh? You know what I mean? He ain't no lion. Yeah, yeah, like he ran when they were coming for him. He ran to the Queen of England and bowed down and begged her to give him some military to go back and fight for his land. Right, come on.
And Salakia, sir, when that happened, they were not willing to help him. They didn't even want him to stay in London. They sent him to a city called Bath in England because they were embarrassed of him.
You see?
And this is the man that our people here in Jamaica want to reverence as God. You know what I mean? We should, you know what I mean, do more research, you understand, and learn about this man before we even give him any kind of reference, because our God in the Bible, you know what I mean, deserve our reverence and not Selassie, because Selassie is a coward.
Right. And Christ too.
And
Christ.
can one can.
You understand? Christ our King
Yes,
deserve our loyalty for what he did.
can one can.
Selassie never put his life on the line for you. Never.
Didn't even do it for him own people.
You're right.
Can one can. He fled, left them. Christ never flee, left we. Selassie, sir.
No.
Can one can.
Or else you'd have been, you know what I mean? As the Bible says, there is no remission of sin without the shedding of blood. We'd have been dead already if Christ had fled the sea.
Can one can.
You understand? Read on.
Can one can. It says, it is a pity that a man of the limited intellectual caliber and weak political character like Haile Selassie became emperor of Abyssinia.
God, he cutting them.
God. At a so crucial a time in the political history of the world. Unfortunately, Abyssinia lost the controlling influence of a political personality of patriotic racial character like the late Menelik. So he was bigging up Menelik, but this, you know what I mean, discrediting Selassie. See?
Yeah.
And this wasn't the so-called Salakia, sir. This wasn't the so-called Menelik that they invented.
Right.
This was the emperor before Selassie.
Yeah.
Like 2 generations before him. His name was Menelik. You understand? So he was bigging up that emperor and calling Selassie a coward.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can clearly see that.
Can.
Anymore?
So let me scroll down. This part is very, very important. It says, every Negro ashamed. Marcus Garvey said, sir, every Negro who is proud of his race must be ashamed of the way in which Haile Selassie surrendered himself to the white wolves of Europe. You can't get no more, you know what I mean, clear and plain as that, sir. That Haile Selassie and Marcus Garvey was not friends. You understand?
Yeah, that's a bombshell.
Can.
You would think by now all these Rastas already read all these things, because I don't know what's stopping them from reading, from doing a little bit of research. That's all it takes, a little bit of research.
Can.
You understand what I'm saying? Like before you want to, you know what I mean, get all, you know what I mean, what's the word? Uptight. I want to fight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go do some research.
Right.
Put something in your head. Put something in your head, man. Come on. You hear how Marcus Garvey talking about Selassie?
Salakia, sir, that would be like Jeremiah talking bad about, you know what I mean, the God of the Bible.
Yeah. To them. Because what status does Selassie hold in Rastafarianism?
Selassie is the God, is the head figure. The religion's name is Rastafari, which is Selassie's name, his birth name.
And that Tafari or Rastafari, that means something like king or something.
Ras means prince, and Tafari is his birth name.
You understand? Like they make a religion off an Ethiopian ark.
Can.
Like, and that should show you also too, like when you read the story of Adam and Eve, remember Adam and Eve, where it said they sold fig leaf to cover themselves?
Cancer.
You know what that was?
The cultures of the other nations.
Yes. Why? Why did they put on cultures of other nations? Just one simple reason.
Go ahead, Salaki.
No, you go ahead.
Because they know that they disobeyed the Most High and they were ashamed.
more so they're ashamed.
Can.
They were ashamed of who they were. Just
Right.
like black people today. You tell them what? That they're the real Jews of the Bible. They're the Israelites. But they're ashamed to be it.
Right.
You understand? What they
Can.
prefer to do? They prefer to go put on covering of other nation. They prefer to go put on a Muslim gown.
Can.
You understand? They prefer to go put on a Christian apparel.
Right.
Because they're trying to do what? They're trying to hide from the Most High in these religions. You understand? Like we being Rastafarian because we trying to hide. We believe in Selassie. Why? Because to us, Selassie is somebody to look up to. He's better than us. He rule a kingdom. But Negro, we could rule a kingdom too.
Right.
We just got to follow the Lord. You understand? You don't have to give your life to Selassie. You don't have to give your life to Islam or to Christianity, which don't love you back. None of these religion love you back. None of them.
Right.
Or else they will get you out of the state you're in. The state we are in, if they love us. But we're in the same state for over 400 years. And we find God in church. We find God in the mosque. We find God in the weed. And we still poor. We still fighting and killing each other. Now, maybe what we in is wrong. And we just need to do a research. Christians need to go open the Bible and read it for themselves. The Muslim need to own their own Quran and read it for themselves and see. In the Quran, it states that the Israelites are God's chosen people.
That's right.
And you still in there. We reading about Marcus Garvey talking down about Selassie, about his cowardness. Come on. It was worse than that?
Yes, it's with this
boy.
thing, it keeps getting worse.
You gotta tell the listeners to buckle in. You gotta tell them Rastas to hold on to the locks, huh?
Come
on.
With this Rasta thing, it just keep getting worse. You know what I mean? The deeper you search, is the worse it gets. You understand? It's like a religion that it destroys itself.
Yeah. It's like the locks on the head. The deeper you dig, the more dirt you find. Right? Yeah? The deeper you dig in that locks, the more dirt you're gonna find. Come on.
And just to say, sir, you know what I mean? The fact that Marcus Garvey would say that about Haile Selassie is grounds enough to just put down that Rastafarian nonsense.
Yeah.
You understand?
But not follow Marcus Garvey, as we were telling you. You understand? But it's a way to show you what we're trying to show you here is Marcus Garvey was separate from Selassie. Rastas tried to join them, but there's nothing joining them. You understand? That's your leader or whoever is in charge of Rastafarianism trying to get the followers of Marcus Garvey. You understand? It's no different than what the Catholic Church did to get the so-called them Celtic people. Right? The Celtic people and them, they believe in Halloween. So guess what? To go get them, you had to go tell them about All Souls and All Saint Day to try and join them to the church. And that's really it. You understand? And we're trying to show you that these two sides, one is against the other. You understand? And the other one trying to join you to the Africans, meaning they're trying to, Marcus Garvey trying to join you on to another slave master, which is the Africans. The Africans is the one that they used to round us up. That's who they used to round us up. That's why if you go take a look where Marcus Garvey sent them, to Liberia or somewhere, right?
Ghanaian Khan, was, encouraging them to go to Liberia.
Now go look at them people who migrated there years ago to Liberia and see what state they're in. Go ahead, Salakia.
Salakia, sir. So, all right, this basically tells you why and why they became Rastafarians and who actually became Rastafarians. See? It says, Haile Selassie is regarded by the Rastafari fraternity as the incarnation of God, and that is a fact. Nowadays, you have Rastas trying to say, no, that is not the case, but that is what Rastafariism was built on.
Right. That's like them Christians or a Catholic person saying that Mary is not God. Right. Or Mary is not, like they don't pray to Mary.
Right.
They do pray to Mary.
You understand
what I'm saying? Ain't no getting around that. They pray to Mary. That's why they have the rosary and they say 10 Hail Marys. Right. Why, if you don't pray to Mary, why are you saying 10 Hail Marys?
Right.
You understand? Why if you're saying Haile Selassie, Jah Rastafari, if you're saying all that, then what's the reason for saying it if he is not your God?
Right.
You know what I mean? It makes sense. Go ahead.
To unify all the peoples of Africa and the human race. The name of the movement came from Rastafari, a combination of his name and the noble title Ras, which translates to prince. Marcus Garvey's teaching greatly influenced the formation of the Rastafari movement.
Yeah. So, and that's it. Really and truly, they were looking for another religion just for people not to be Christians. And back then, the Rastas was seen as a place for only black people. That's why it's only recently they allow them so-called oppressors to come into it.
Right.
Because why? Why they allow the oppressors to come in?
Because of the money, but that's you.
Yeah, that's it. Money. Why do you think you allow them to come in? Money. All he has to do is starve you out.
Right.
Once you starve you out, you open to money. You understand? Money. That's it. Money makes the world go round.
Right.
You understand? And that's it. And he knows it. Come on.
Cancer. It says, although Marcus Garvey never actually followed Rastafariism or believed in it, he is considered to be one of the movement's prophets. Because it was his ideologies that eventually grew into Rastafari ideology. And that is a fact, sir. That is a fact. Marcus Garvey's ideology is Rastafari ideology.
Yeah.
You understand? Until them start get them hands on some letters from Haile Selassie and then them start say, well, yeah, them start teach that. But Marcus Garvey's ideology is what built it.
That's why Salaki, that's why they instead of sending them to Liberia, where they send them to?
Ethiopia.
And now, what's the position with them in Ethiopia now?
Salaki,
they have no power. Go ahead. Come on and break it down for them.
Yeah, man. In Ethiopia right now, the Sashamani, population has dwindled down to less than 200 are there around about. You understand? After 2,000 Rastafarians, through the encouragement of Rastafarian musicians and teachings, went to Ethiopia and was oppressed by the Ethiopians. Now them have to flee, left everything that they built in Ethiopia. So that's yourself.
No, boy, I'm telling you. So you tell me that when they're 2,000 strong and now they're down to 200? They
Probably
get
less
depopulated. That song is too good. And that song ain't too good at all. And that's because they had poor leadership.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? You follow Marcus Garvey, that failed. Now you follow Rastafarianism and try to join Marcus Garvey onto it too. It's going to fail. And it has failed. Right? Come on. Any more?
Got one concert. It says, Salakia, it says, Garvey proclaimed that the black people should look for a black king who would be crowned in the East, because this king was the black redeemer and deliverer. When he left for the United States, many of his followers still gathered together, but had no leader to follow. So these were the people who became Rastafarians, Garveyites. Let me continue reading, sir. In 1930, when Haile Selassie was crowned Emperor of Ethiopia, many Garveyites had forgotten the message Garvey had told them when he left. But when Selassie was crowned, it was remembered by many Rastas. Leonard Howell, the founder of the Rastafari movement, was a Garveyite. You understand, sir?
Yeah. So as I saying, they just merged them to get Garvey followers. And that's about it. And now with merging them, now they had to go and start to get rituals and, you know what I mean, the whole works what you need to have a religion. You know what I mean? Now you had to grow your locks, right? Now you had to smoke weed. You know what I mean? Read some of the Bible. And that's about it. Right? All right, any more?
May have a footage, Zane, of a class that we did. Would I much rather play the original footage, but the quickest one I could find was the class, a part of a class that we did. This was a snippet.
Go ahead.
And this basically show you the plight of those Rastafarians in Sashamaniland. See?
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13, verse 15. Every beast loveth his kind, his like.
We seem to be the only ones who believe that we can hang out with any other nation. The other nation don't believe that, you know. But we seem to believe, yeah, man, we can go hang out with the Ethiopians, them, man. What do you mean? The king come down here and give away a piece of land and say, and you know, maybe they should have studied politics before they go take up that land, you know.
Right.
Because that
and what Abadan one saying is solid too. What Abadan one saying here is solid too. Meaning this, as the Bible say, what? A gift destroys the heart. And now they gifted you some land, right? And guess what happened? Now you had to go give it all back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Continue.
And more. Give it back and more. Everything that you created and built, you have to give that away to them.
Yeah.
That's it. This is the part. This is the part that Salakia, sir, that almost brought tears to my eyes. This is an elderly Rastafarian. You understand?
To a few legal rights. Their passports expired long ago. They have no Ethiopian ID, which means they cannot work legally. Charlie says the government should recognize how Rastafarians can contribute to Ethiopia's development.
You come on, man, do something for us, man. I'm appealing to the government, man. Not forcing no one, but you know, I'm a human. And I think I have a right to live on this earth. Wherever I feel comfortable, that's my home.
For Charlie, his family, and many others like them, this is where they want to be for the rest of their lives.
Because in England, I'm a foreigner. Over here, I'm a foreigner. In America, I'm a foreigner. So where will I be one? Where will I be? Where are my people? If I have no people in England, if England aren't my people, if Africa is not my people, if America is not my people, then where am I?
See that?
Yeah, that's a rough one. And that's proof also too, you know what I mean? Like, okay, it's almost like, you know what I mean, like any other people are, any other nation going through that in a country, they will rise up and try to fight. Just like the so-called what? The people that fight into the Hamas. Yeah. They will rise up and fight because they're being what? They're being oppressed. But they know black people and these other nations know that they're oppressing us, and they know we are peaceful people. You understand what I'm saying? We are people, you oppress us, and this is what you'll get. All I just appealing to the government. They're doing this. This, you know what I mean? I'm a human, I'm this, I'm that. Well, brother.
Desperation, you know, man.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Desperation.
Your religion have failed you. You understand? Your religion have failed you tremendously. Let Commander Jerry Han and this brotherhood show you what it's really about. You understand? You and your family will never have to go hungry. You and your family will never, ever have to worry about, I mean, who they are. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have to worry about not being accepted in England, not being accepted in Africa. You don't have to worry about all that when you have each other. You understand? You're going to have a brand new family that going to open this Bible and live their life by these rules and laws the Lord laid down for us.
That's right.
You understand? No. Once you join Rastafarianism, you join Christianity, I don't think you can expect the same. You understand? You good to go? Any more?
Can. That's it, sir. No, Salakia, that's not it, you know. There's, you know what I mean? There's Wally.
Turn more.
Sake. You know what I mean? I'll clip it.
You get them Rastas a blind. Go ahead.
No, we don't give them no blind. To be continued.
No, I talk more. Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I say. We go rest it for now. We'll get them a chance to go do the research.
Right.
Give you all a chance. Go do your research before you come back with a part 2 on this. You understand?
Right.
Have time, sit down and really try to reason. You know what I mean? Don't smoke the weed. Put the weed down. See where the weed come from.
Right.
Now weed making you, docile. I mean, it have work to be done. You go smoke weed, you ain't getting nothing done. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. You understand?
We
get up life for now. We ain't gonna go all the way in and shake your whole world up. You understand? We ain't gonna hold you by your foot and see that dreadlock shake and get everything falling out. That dreadlocks. We ain't gonna do that as yet. You know what I mean? Next show. You know what I mean? Anything you want to bring out before we head out?
Just to say to order to you, sir, for passing through again. You know what I mean? And yeah, we need to wake up people up from, you know what I mean, this madness called Rastafarianism. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go and bring out the truth here in Jamaica. You know what I mean? We're gonna go and break down the strongholds that hold us back here in Jamaica.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, man. And with that, you know what I mean? Oh, sir. Just stay on for like about 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And all right, sir.
Don't forget to tell the people also too. April 20th, we're gonna have the Lord Passover in Durham, North Carolina. You understand? $200 for every brother and sister 18 years and over. You understand? Come and do something the Lord say we have to do, which is celebrate the Passover. You understand?
Right.
If you can make it to America here in Durham, North Carolina, you make it. You understand? Right. You give Jamaica a call if you're in Jamaica. We'll find a way for you to make it up here. Tell you exactly what you have to do. You understand? You're in America here, you have a camp leader in your state, you get in touch with that camp leader. You understand? But April 20th, we're going to come together. You understand? And that's it. All right? Shalom Akim. Shalom Akwathian. All right?
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahshua.
Shalom Israel. This is Priest and Officer 500 Kayadwan out of ISUPK Jamaica. And it's back again, the last 55th annual Passover being held this time in Durham, North Carolina. You understand? So make sure you be there. See, it will be held on April the 20th, 2024. So you have ample time to get yourself ready. Get everything in order so that you can attend the Passover. You understand? You are commanded to be there. If you are Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, you are commanded by the Most High to be there. So get yourself ready. Hosted by Commanding General Yana, the man with the plan. You understand? Remember that. And with that,